These are some of the differences between religion and spirituality, and by the end of this video I will share my own perspective about which should you subscribe to or not. But let's get into the video. Now, for most people, we have grown up in religious backgrounds. This means that our parents believed some certain religious beliefs. For example, the most common ones are Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, and the rest. Now, for most of us, it means that while we were growing up, our parents raised up to believe these religious beliefs. And then, once we believed in those religious beliefs, they became a part of our identity. And once you identify yourself with something, then it means that that thing becomes a part of your reality. So the reality you experience will be in congruency with whatever you believe. That is why it is very, very important for us to be aware of our own belief systems, because our belief systems are what actually creates the constructs of what we get to experience in our lifetime. Okay, but the real thing is religion, along with other things that we found on this plane of existence. And when I'm talking about this plane, I'm referring to the physical world, or the 3D or the third dimensional reality. So when I say this realm, I mean the physical world. And in this physical world, we've grown up to become attached to things, to events, to some labels, in our lives. So these things are what we call illusions. Okay, so most of you know religion, and a few of you have known or have heard about what we call spirituality. Now, spirituality is not really like religion, because religion is part of spirituality. Science is also part of spirituality. Now, religion and science have always been in conflict, because most of the religious beliefs, science has not proven them to be correct. And the real thing is this. Now, when people reach or discover that there are things they cannot explain, or tell people how they came to be, people assign those things to a higher power, or what people call God. So if there is something that science cannot explain currently, people won't say that science did it or mankind made it. They will say that it has been done by a higher being. So the main differences between spirituality and religion are this. Now, in religion, you have to learn what other people experienced. In other words, we derive our own faith, we derive our own belief based on what other people experienced. So people in religion don't experience God directly. They experience God from other people's experiences. So if Moses said, God said this, then we believe that God said so. But God does not actually communicate to us directly. In other words, in religion, we have what we call middlemen. Middlemen are people who act as messengers, to God. So before I get to God, I have to go down, kneel down and pray, or I either have to tell my pastor to pray for me. So my pastor, the priests, they act as middlemen, meaning that you do not have a direct relation or connection to God. So there are two things here. In religion, you don't have a direct connection to God, and also you believe or you construct your belief system based on what other people experienced. But in spirituality, we learn one fundamental thing, and that is all of us, regardless of your race, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your nationality, we all have access and connection to the divine, to the all, to the source of everything that is there, simply because everyone out there has the same soul. No one has a unique soul. No one has a bigger soul than the other person. We all have souls, and our souls are connected to the spiritual divinity that surrounds or governs the entire universe. So all of us have that connection, have that oneness to connect with God, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That means that we are spirits, and everyone is a spirit. So everyone has access to the source, to the all, which is the divine source of all creation. So in spirituality, all of us can access. We don't need middlemen or someone to intervene on our behalf. We have the power to connect with the divine. And also in spirituality, we are the ones who get to determine the experiences that we have. Remember, life does not have a set book of rules. This is how you're supposed to live this way, do this way. What people fail to understand is that in the game of life, we are the main characters, we are the directors, and we are the script writers. But what people fail to understand, or they forget, is they now start comparing their own scripts to other people. They want to do what other people do, they want to experience what other people do, or what society says is the common norm of how we are supposed to behave. So people end up putting themselves in the box, in the matrix, whereby the matrix create belief systems, it creates values, it creates identities that it wants you to follow and abide as. So these rules, these regulations that society has placed, they actually limit your experience. But remember, you are an infinite experiencer. You can experience anything which you want to experience. Anything, and I mean anything. So these two differences are what I find profound between spirituality and religion. So if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you're leaving a like, a subscription, and also share this video. And if you wish to work one-on-one with me in our self-mastery coaching sessions, check the email account on the description of this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awake.